Donald Trump says he'll immediately impose a 10% global levy after the Supreme Court ruled his sweeping tariffs had exceeded his presidential authority. Hezbollah says 8 of its members were killed in Israeli airstrikes on the eastern Lebanese region of Baalbek on Friday. U.S. President Donald Trump says he'll impose a 10% global tariff and continue ahead with alternative measures after the Supreme Court ruled his sweeping tariffs exceeded presidential authority on Friday. The ruling dealt a major blow to Trump, striking down what has been one of the biggest pillars of his economic policy. The U.S. president seemed unfazed, however, and says with the new 10% levies he plans to introduce, Washington is set to make even more money than before.
We are doing the various investigations necessary to put fair tariffs, or tariffs period, on other countries. So we're doing that period, but we're immediately instituting the 10% provision, which we're allowed to do. And in the end, I think we'll take in more money than we've taken in before.
Trump's tariffs have been in deliberation at the U.S. top court for months. 6 of the 9 justices voted to outlaw his sweeping measures, which went into effect in August. The ruling puts much of the revenue earned from tariffs in question, and also trade deals brokered by the Trump administration, including the one with the European Union. Hezbollah says 8 of its members were killed in Israeli airstrikes in the eastern Lebanese region of Baalbek on Friday, including several local officials. One of those dead was Hussein Yaghi, son of Muhammad Yaghi, a Hezbollah founder and close aide to the late leader Hassan Nasrallah, who was killed by Israel in September 2024. Israel also confirmed on Saturday that its strikes had eliminated several Hezbollah members in what it says were 3 command centers in Baalbek. The IDF said in a post that those members were ramping up the group's readiness and allegedly planning attacks against Israel, but provided no evidence. Lebanon's health ministry earlier noted that 10 people were killed in the strikes, including 3 children, and a further 24 people were wounded. Doctors in the nearby Riyadh hospital confirmed that they had received the bodies of 10 people and were treating 21 others who had sustained injuries. Hospital officials said that 2 of those killed and 5 of the injured were foreign nationals from Syria and Ethiopia.
The official campaign for Hungary's parliamentary election in April begins this weekend, with candidates and their supporting organisations now having 2 weeks to collect the necessary signatures of support. Under the election procedure law, posters can be displayed freely, and prospective candidates can collect endorsement sheets from constituency election offices. Individual candidates must collect at least 500 valid signatures to be included on the ballot. Candidates must be registered by the 6th of March at the latest, and endorsement sheets must be submitted to the election offices by this date. According to the law, campaigning is any activity that is likely to influence or attempt to influence the will of voters. Campaign tools include posters, direct contact with voters, political advertising, political announcement, and election rallies. This year's vote will be a crucial one, with polls showing widely different outcomes depending on who conducts the survey. Some show the opposition TISA party ahead, while others report a comfortable lead for Prime Minister Viktor Orban's Fidesz party. 7 people died on Saturday after a car fell through the ice at a lake in Russia's Serbian region. They were all tourists from China. According to local media, the car was travelling outside of an official ice crossing when it went underwater at a depth of about 18 meters. Only 1 tourist managed to get out. The driver and 7 others died, including a couple with a 14-year-old child. In winter, Lake Baikal becomes a popular tourist destination. However, ice thickness can change dramatically due to wind, currents, and high temperatures.